Eric Ajapong and I have something in common. We were both on cooking competition shows. He didn't win. Neither did I. So what happens after the show is over? The demands and opportunities of fame are still there, but none of the resources that famous people have. When you're on a reality cooking show, everybody thinks you're rich, and it's like, opposite. Nobody's making any money while you're on the show.
Yeah, we're still trying to make it work.
Ajapong and his business partner and wife, Janelle, continue to run their private chef business, just like they did before he was on Top Chef. He cooks, she does everything else.
He has his lane, I have my lane. We have like a little quick meeting in the house, probably feeding Lennox, hey, we're doing this, this, and this. And that's really how it happens.
Pretty sure, yeah.
So your baby's just sitting there like screaming and crying and you're trying to check.
So what's course number 2?
And they're doing this all with a new baby. It's very satisfying.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Life after a cooking competition show is hard and weird, but like many hard and weird times, rich with opportunity. So now they're also planning for their first restaurant, showcasing the West African cuisine of his Ghanaian-born parents, opening in 2020. And I'll tell you how to get a seat at a secret table that will give you the first taste of their much-anticipated restaurant and have you eating like a Top Chef judge. I mean, it's like Game of Thrones.
Right.
Eric Ajapong and I visited a market right outside of Washington, D.C. that specializes in items from Africa, Latin America, and the Caribbean. Eric, how are you? It's so nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. How's everything?
Fantastic.
Thank you, you as well.
Yeah. Because Ajapong works with foods not found in a typical American grocery store, he always starts his cooking with a trip to a specialty market.
I'd probably buy this whole shelf right here.
I know. You took the small one and then you were like,
yeah, exactly. Everyday cuts for the folks from West Africa. Oxtails, tripe, cow feet, puna yam. This is the one that I kind of go to as well.
This is so exciting to me because it really is like opening up an entirely new world.
Right.
There's a lot of talk today about using food to make the world smaller. But learning requires asking questions and exposing yourself as someone who doesn't already know something. Taking a risk to look ignorant, engaging in uncomfortable listening, and checking your own mindset to make sure you're curious without treating a continent's cuisine as a curiosity.
So we call them wache leaves in Ghana, but truly they're sorghum leaves here in the South, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, right. We all eat the same thing. There's not really nothing new under the sun. We just call it different things. We're all here to really learn from each other.
That's right, through food.
Through food, exactly.
And sometimes even he learns from the people who shop there.
So where's the difference between the two? Because I thought the ugo leaf was the bitter leaf.
No, ugo leaf is different. It's a little bit slimy. Bitter leaf is more common within the West Africans.
Right.
Ugo is specifically for Igbos.
Okay.
A tribe in Nigeria.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ijo. I'm within the Igbo area, but we're a smaller tribe.
So that's why you stick to the bitter leaf.
Yeah, right. These West African ingredients are delicious. They can also tell a story that Ajapong sometimes incorporates into his cooking and into the last meal he made on Top Chef. It's a story of people who are forced to leave their homelands and become slaves. Ajapong is committed to using his extensive formal culinary education to educate diners, to show this food as a modern, living cuisine of both struggle and triumph.
It's a place of refuge for me because I can kind of go back and I can just zone out, through the hours. The flavors, the smells rather, that kind of bring me back. So I know what like Milo smells like in the morning when my mom's kind of brewing, you know what I mean? I know what the bread smells like when it's in the toaster oven. Malta, man, have you ever had? I hated it growing up.
We're on our way to test dishes for the new restaurant. Remember, I'm going to reveal how you can do this tasting too.
Exit right to Maryland 201 South.
Little sweet on the back end.
Avenue.
Yeah, it almost has a molasses profile.
This is exactly right. Yeah, you're exactly right.
It's like drinking molasses.
Yeah.
Ajapong is already planning the menu for his restaurant opening.
I have in mind to to do a tasting menu specifically where you start off in the West African port, and then you're migrating, and through that migration, you're tasting flavors from West Africa, but then it's going to the Caribbean, but it's going to South American, but it's going to the South. It is a part of our fabric as far as American history. And it's something that we all can't escape. So why not learn from it, be better from it, and enjoy? We can really celebrate the culture.
2020 is where I'm looking at, and I can't wait, to be honest. Like, I have it in my mind. I know exactly what I want it to feel like and look like and smell like, and like all those senses, I know exactly what I want occupied in my mind, so it's just a matter of time and patience.
And money.
And money, yes.
In the meantime, the Ajapongs have a monthly dinner series called Run Our Course. They do everything they would do for a high-end private client paying thousands of dollars, but they open every seat to fans on their email list. Ticket purchases are first come, first served. You can be the very first to eat new dishes before the restaurant even opens.
It's a whole new menu that more than likely nobody has typically ever had before. And then based on the crowd's response, that's how we decide, like, hey, maybe we should do this again, or maybe we shouldn't do this again.
All of his support is so grassroots.
Correct. It's easy. Honestly, people, it's easy. It doesn't take any shamming. This is really us. When you hire Pinch and Play, you're really hiring us, you're really hiring Eric. And we show up, people are like, oh my God, it's really them. And I'm like, yes, who else did you think? Of course, you want the food to be amazing. You want the energy in the room to be amazing, which is what I'll help with. But you still want it to be relatable. You want people to come and have a good time and feel comfortable.
It's a mom and pop.
Yeah.
You're the mom?
Yeah, you're the mom and pop.
You're the mom and the pop right now.
Mom and pop.
You want to peel quail eggs with me?
I mean, I want to peel quail eggs with you. I don't generally want to peel quail eggs. Oh my God, I broke one.
No, it's good. Don't worry about it.
God.
I got backup, so we're good.
All right.
I broke one too.
There's so many people who, that's okay.
That's pretty good, actually.
All right,
I'll take
the
that
other
one.
side is a mess.
I will take it.
For the Top Chef final, he was cooking a meal based on the African diaspora and was eliminated before he could finish. After the show aired, head judge Tom Colicchio invited Ajapong to cook his food at Colicchio's flagship restaurant, Craft.
To get a random message from Tom Colicchio, it's kind of like, whoa.
Okay, no. You have to tell more of that.
When he sent me the screenshot, I was sure this isn't spam or catfish.
Right. You gotta get that blue check.
Right, so Eric knows because he follows Tom on Instagram.
Right.
So when he sent me the screenshot, I'm like, are you sure it's him? Before
Pretty
you
crazy.
respond.
Yeah, it was through Instagram.
I think it was
Yeah.
Instagram.
Twitter,
It was
Instagram,
one
one
of
or two.
some.
It's a staple in New York. So to have the opportunity to cook there and really, do everything that I've been doing out here and continue to tell that story, it was amazing, truly.
When you own your own kitchen and you have a kitchen, have you thought about how you're going to run it?
It's kind of over for that time where your chef is like the tyrant and, you're getting plates and, spoons and stuff thrown at you. Everyone's here to work, everyone's here to learn, everyone's here to be better. You always want to be a student, know that there's always something new to learn, but then also incorporate what you do know into the stuff that you know, and that's what you make, that's how you get really creative.
So you said that it's tomatillo,
Green tomato.
and green tomato. So you have something like this, which is very individual.
Right.
And then you get something like this. So how would you serve this and eat it at a restaurant?
So there would definitely be accompaniments, so rice, a bowl of rice, stuff like that around the table, plates, and then literally just have everybody kind of feed themselves, feed other people, really cross the table, and exchange. Eating with each other is something that was pounded when I was young. You have to eat with your family. No one ate dinner alone. So that's something that we just try to keep as much as possible, especially in that restaurant setting.
Oh my God, this is unbelievable.
There was something about the way he charred this cabbage. My nose I kept walking by I felt I felt like I was stalking the kitchen. What is that? Great.
This was delicious.
Thank you so much.
Ajapong says the food of the African diaspora is ultimately a cuisine of rising above.
I know this story really well. I'm fascinated with this story. I am a part of this story. So why not use the talents that I have to make the most out of it?
Putting your name on the list for this secret table is easy.